Hey everybody, happy Monday. So I didn't share a message on Friday previewing this week because we're doing pretty much what we were doing the last week. We've got technical report stuff coming up. We've got introduction methods, results, discussion, conclusion. And I mentioned that last week. I feel like the instructions are really strong. They've changed them. I could tell you what went poorly last semester, but that's not really going to help you. So I probably should have sent a message anyway. Uh, Also, I already previewed the most valuable thing from this last week, but here's some quizzes. I would just say, keep plugging along. I'm liking summaries that I'm seeing. This is Sierra. Just any of these sections, no matter if there are this many that you have to cover or whether there's four. There's been a big variety. I would say just keep doing a thorough job of every section. If the author had only written one sentence, what would they have said that summarizes this whole section? How would they have done that? So that's all pretty much I want to say. I want to do something a little different now. This is the third time I've recorded this because I've tried to share a spiritual thought that has I get really excited and I go into the 6-7 minute spot, which is too long. So I want to share a quick insight that I've gained about the story of Ammon. This is not the Ammon, son of Mosiah. This is the Ammon who gets beat up by the people of King Limhi. So the people from Zarahemla send Ammon, hey, go find these people of Zenith who we haven't heard from. We don't know what the story is with them. They show up after this 40-day journey. They get thrown in jail for 3 days. Limhi, after those 3 days, like, hey, you better have a good story because we're going to put you to death otherwise. And Ammon, like, with an awesome attitude is like, hey, I am thankful before God this day that I'm alive and that I can speak to you. And I'm confident that if you had known who I was, you wouldn't have thrown me in jail. Anyway, here is the insight that I have. So why, King Limhi is a good guy. Like, why would he just throw these random people in jail that he doesn't know anything about? So I think the answer to that is that over here when he's had a meeting, like pretty much like a feast in the honor of Ammon and his guys, and he's like, we are being taxed to death. Like these Lamanites, like we're in bondage. Like we are really struggling. And I feel like the truth here is, hurt people hurt people. And so, the people of Limhi are like they're feeling sensitive. They've gone through a rough time. They have little freedom. And so they overreact. They throw these guys in jail because their little freedom, they're going to exercise that. They want, and to the degree that they can. So I feel like when we come across people who overreact and we're offended and we're like, this is, if you had only known what I was really about, you wouldn't have done this. I think it's, Ammon didn't come out saying, I can't believe you. Like, he had the right to be furious, but he didn't. He was calm. He was grateful to God for what he did have. I think the key was that he didn't view it as overreacting. He viewed it as overprotective. I think we really need to view people who are overreacting. It's like, okay, they're not just like horrible people who are like trying to offend us. They're trying to protect something that is close to them. They're being pushed, they're in bondage in some way. There's some kind of fixed 50% tax that they have on them that is causing them to lash out. And I feel like being patient and forgiving and being like Ammon and like, they're tied up, they're in jail, but they don't become furious because of that. I that's the attitude I want to have. when someone does something that is like, oh wow, that was just out of line. That was way overreactive. Pause, think, they're protecting something. I don't know what it is. They have a good reason. They're not crazy. I need to be more understanding, more patient, more grateful for what I have, and just take it as calmly as I can. Anyway, that was a thought I had for whatever it's worth. So, still, I could have had a short video, but I didn't. So, okay, talk to you guys later.